All right, what's up, guys? So I'm about to post a video I've already recorded of the update on the fuzz pedal, so definitely watch that. But while I have you here, I want to give y'all a recommendation for a band y'all need to check out, right? So, of course, I'm not affiliated with these guys by any means, but I really think that you should check these guys out. So, first off, hold on. If I don't move this video is going to start. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Okay. Yeah, I didn't want that to accidentally start. So anyways, there's a band called Twin Tribes. And I recently saw them in Atlanta. So I've been a fan of them for a couple years now. And, I just got recommended one of their songs while driving the shuttle bus. I loved that job, but I had to give it up because I moved to Alabama. But I was driving the shuttle bus. I can't remember if anyone was in the car or not at the time. I'm in the van. I would always play music for my riders. And one of their songs came up. Which one was it? It was... I can't remember the name, but the lyrics went something like another winter closer to death. There's a lot of clapping, like synthesizer clap, like drum machine clap sounds in that one. You know what I'm talking about. It's off their second album, I think, Ceremony. But if you hear another song where he's like, another winter closer to death, and you hear a bunch of clap sounds in it, that's the track. I can't remember the name. But I want to say it's not that one. But anyways, yeah. Twin Tribes are great. They're like the genre. I mean, it's kind of hard to categorize them, but just think dark wave / post punk. That's what they call themselves. But if you like bands like, the best way I can describe it is like, think of like if you took The Cure and Depeche Mode and mixed them together, kinda. This is a bad analogy, but it's the closest I can give you. But if you like The Cure and you like Depeche Mode, older Depeche Mode, 80s Depeche Mode. If you like 80s Depeche Mode, and if you like especially the Black Celebration album, and if you're a big fan of The Cure, even more so, then you'll probably like Dancing Plague. Oh, sorry. Dancing Plague. That was another, sorry, I meant to say Twin Tribes. But Dancing Plague was at the concert. So, alright. So, since I mentioned him, I gotta give Dancing Plague a shout out too. Can't do him dirty like that. So, Twin Tribes is actually two guys. They're from Texas. You'd never believe they're from Texas because they try to sing in a certain way that makes you think maybe they're from England, especially on their second album. Not as much on the other albums, but definitely the second one. I would have never guessed they were from Texas. But, yeah, so I saw them in concert on Easter here in Atlanta. They were great. If any of y'all live in a place that they haven't toured yet, but that's on their tour for this year or next, go ahead and get your tickets. Just go. Just trust me. It's a great show. Go. And they're like $20 in every country that I've looked so far. Right? I'm actually going to go see them in Sweden again this November with my fiance because she's a big fan of them too. Well, maybe not as big as me, but she likes them. So we'll definitely go. It'll be fun. And that'll be in Stockholm. And there's another band going to be there too. I forgot who he was. But anyways, Dancing Plague as well as Urban Heat were at the Atlanta concert. Now, Urban Heat, they're very talented, but it wasn't quite my thing. I liked some of the songs. I loved their Goodbye Horses cover. And they did some song about a vampire that I hadn't heard before. That was really good. But they were good. They just weren't as my thing. But definitely look them up too, Urban Heat. But the other one, Dancing Plague, great. It was awesome. It's a single dude. And he's from like Washington or Oregon or one of those places. And it's really hard to say like a genre. I think they also call it dark wave post punk, but he's a little more electronic with it, where where Twin Tribes mix a lot of. They mix some synthesizer, but with heavily chorused guitars and bass to give it that 80s sound. Dancing Plague has more of kind of like the vocals kind of remind you a little bit of Skinny Puppy, but the music is a lot more electronic and high energy for the most part compared to Skinny Puppy. But definitely check out Dancing Plague. Even though it's kind of upbeat, a lot of the lyrics can be very dark. My favorite track is probably Cataracts. It's an older one, but from the new album is definitely, I would say, his best album yet. But what track was my favorite from that? What is it? Probably Shadow Self. Or Echoes of the Void. Shadow Self or Echoes of the Void are definitely my favorite two from the new album. But anyways, what was cool about the guy that does Dancing Plague, I can Google what his name is, I forgot. Let's see here. I'm bad with names, you guys know that. I don't even remember street names. Connor Knowles. I think that's how you pronounce the last name. Might be wrong, but Connor. But what's cool is, so I went to the merch line, and they had 3 separate merch lines for each artist. I got a Twin Tribes long sleeve shirt, pretty dope. Urban Heat had the most merch. Like, they had tons of cool merch. I just wasn't as big a fan of them, so I didn't get any. No offense, they're talented. It's just not as much my thing. But for the Dancing Plague, he had so little merch. 2 shirts, but they were sold out in most sizes, or maybe 3 shirts, but mostly sold out. There was 3 shirts, I think, and I think one was completely sold out. And then one was only left in small, and then one was only left in, like, really big. I don't know. But he still had his album, so I'm like, let me get one of his albums. And he had they had the limited edition orange vinyl version of the album. And, I asked the lady at the little table, if he could sign it. I expected, he's probably too busy. He's not going to do anything like that, but it doesn't hurt to ask. And she said, yeah, sure, no problem. We'll ask him, and he'll, see if he does it. So that was cool. But after the concert, I went there to, see if he had signed it and get it and stuff. But he was actually there meeting fans, which was really dope. I'm not sure if the other 2 artists did that. They might have. I didn't see it. I didn't stay like forever after the concert was over. But he was there meeting people, which is pretty cool. And I got my picture taken with him. And yeah, that was fun. So, but yeah, I got a signed limited edition orange vinyl. But his new album is pretty good. I mean, more than pretty good. I feel like I said, it's his best yet. And Twin Tribes, the new album, it took a little time to grow on me. Like, I see it as a 10 out of 10, but like, they're innovating, right? So like, part of me wants them to just keep that sound of their second album, but I realize they gotta grow, and I respect that. Of course, the second album is still my favorite, but like, this new album is still a 10 out of 10, but the second album's 11 out of 10. And the first album's like 9 out of 10, or 9.5 out of 10. But it's still a great album, and the new Twin Tribes album, I think it's called Pendulum. My favorite track is either Another Life or Eternal. Eternal, and then Another Life, definitely. Sadly, they didn't play Eternal at the concert, but I guess, I don't know. Maybe it wasn't one they wanted to play. But I really hope they play it in Sweden. But I'm glad they played Another Life. At least I think they did. My mind's not that good. And then the new, I'm going to butcher the name of the new Dancing Plague album. I'm going to butcher it. Elogium. I butchered it, but Elogium. But pretty dope. Definitely, I think, personally, his best one yet. But you be the judge of that. But yeah, if they're touring anywhere near any of y'all, for sure go see them. You know, whatever country you're in, they're going like, it will be, I'm sorry to say, but it will be different opening acts in different countries and also different parts of the U.S. Like I know they still haven't been to New York yet. I think New York might be their final destination in the U.S. So if you're in New York, you got time to see them for sure. But they've been a lot of places. Maybe I think they might be traveling up the east. No, I think they're going to Florida now. Then they're going to travel up the East Coast. Not quite sure, but definitely see them. Like I said, they're going to do a South American tour and they're going to do a European tour, which is pretty dope. You know, definitely see them for sure. Like, it's so refreshing to hear like artists of my generation that I actually like, and I've been finding so much more. There's a record label called Avant. I think they're called Avant. I'm not sure if they're French or not, but there are some French artists I found on there that are pretty good. What's the name of the French artist I found? Hold on, let me find it. I know this video's got a little ranty, but I'm recommending y'all some good music for y'all to check out. Let's see here. Is that it? No. There is a band on there called Panic Priest, which is very interesting. They kind of reminded me of Sisters of Mercy a little bit with the vocals, but you'll get what I mean if you know Sisters of Mercy. But I think the French artist was called. Hold on, I gotta get this. This mouse is like stuck because I have this Alpha Juno on the desk that I've been playing around with. Love the Alpha Juno. Alpha Juno is just such an underrated synth, guys. If y'all have the chance to get an Alpha Juno for a good price, just get it. Just get it. So what's the other guy called? Oops. Hit a key on the Alpha Juno, my bad. Poison Point. Okay, I'm not sure if he's French or not, but some of his songs titles are in French, so I would assume. But Poison Point, I think possibly even smaller than Twin Tribes, maybe. But definitely give Poison Point a go. A new album called Wandering Echoes, for sure. Great, wonderful. My favorite tracks, I'm kind of basic. I like the two of the singles are my favorite. Blue Idol and Mysteries in Fire. It's kind of hard to place Poison Point. Some of you are really going to gel with the vocals. Some of you, the vocals are kind of love it or hate the vocals. Like, I know there's some people I know that I showed his music and they thought the vocals were too like emo boy band / whiny, but you know, that can be done good and it can be done wrong, right? That's just what one person said, but I don't kind of agree with that. But I liked definitely Blue Idol and Mysteries in Fire, the first two tracks from the new album. And honestly, I think my least favorite was the other single. There were 3 singles, which were the first 3 tracks. And the third track, Flowers and Surrender, it's not my least favorite track on the album, but my least favorite of the 3 singles is what I meant. But definitely give Blue Idol and Mysteries in Fire a chance. If you give them at least a chance on 2 tracks, Blue Idol, Mysteries in Fire. But if you have to check out Twin Tribes, just type in Twin Tribes and you'll see this video of a girl like with black paint on her, like where she's like It almost looks like motor oil. Watch that music video. It's from their new album. It's a good one. You know, that'll give you an idea if you like them or not. And Dancing Plague, Shadow Self. Go for that one. So yeah, thank you for stopping by to listen to my music recommendations of the day. And there's a channel, like it's called Avant, with a AVANT with a little exclamation point. And it's a record label, man. They got such great artists on that record label. Like, just great artists if you're into that type of music. I know a lot of you guys here have probably different tastes. Some of you probably are hard rockers. Some of you probably like jazz. Some of you hip hop. But dark wave type stuff is definitely chef's kiss. So yeah, if you like that kind of stuff, you'll like this kind of stuff that I recommended. All right, see you guys, and definitely watch my update on the fuzz. The fuzz. I think you're going to be excited with what's coming, and I hope to get those pedals in at a price that excites you too. All right, see ya.